Unsuspecting hero. When the rooster crows, my son is already up and gone, bicycling to work 8 miles one way. I think about him on that bike, pedaling in the cold, rain, heavy winds, or when coming back from work in the dark. And though he is a grown man, I worry about him just as much as I did when he was a young boy. He lives in Texas now and bikes to work on country roads. When we talk on the phone, he tells me of mornings he bikes in dense fog. Of the one time it was so thick, before he knew it, he found himself in the middle of a pack of wild boar. When I express concern, he tells me I just nudged them out of the way with my foot and rode through them. Once he spotted a small bobcat in the bushes on the side of the road. It just ran, he said. It was more scared of me than I was of him. Sometimes coyotes run in packs near the road. He assures me they are of no danger to man. And he told me about a copperhead, cold to strike. Luckily, when he passed it, his bicycle pedal was on the upswing, so it would have missed him had it tried. So he says. When his workday is done, he bikes home. There are chickens to feed, 5 dogs and a cat. The yard always needs mowed to keep snakes at bay, and there are branches to trim. Once, when trimming branches, he interrupted a hornet nest. His arm swelled up twice its size from the stings. He's been stung by scorpions so many times, he says he is immune to their venom. When I call, he is always in the middle of some project, working on his house, mending a fence, or pumping iron. I'm proud of this man, my son, who's grown up to be strong and resilient. He has my determination to see things through and to get things done. He respects nature. He takes care of what he has. He eats healthy and takes care of himself. And he phones his mama, unknowing that with each new tale he tells, he adds more weight to my worry stone. With each "I love you, Mom," he adds more fuel to the embers in my heart. With you. I'd play Scrabble with you every night if you wanted to, even though you always manage to get the high point letters. Hoard the U's in case you get the Q. Save the S's to add to any good word I make to get all my points +1. I'd play Scrabble with you all night long, even though you always win, as long as you promise not to add the word ache if I spell heart, as long as you swear under no circumstance will you ever spell the word goodbye. Dream sale. His face will be one you'd least expect to see perusing the shelves of a bookstore, and it will be quite by accident that he happens upon my book. Tall, dark, and handsome, he will possess a certain ruggedness, as if he spent the majority of his days on the open range, his nights sleeping under the stars. His hands will be rough from hard work, yet gentle to the touch. A pleasant "ah" might escape his lips as he opens my book and reads a few lines. Perhaps a sheepish smile will sweep his face. He will be enthralled by what he reads, my poetry evoking emotions he'd not foreseen. Unduly surprised, he will find it hard to put down the book. He will say to himself, "This poet speaks to my heart," or so it will seem. Gently, he will close my book, walk to the counter and place it down. He will reach into his wallet and retrieve a weathered $20 bill. He will hand it to the cashier, saying to her in a hushed voice, "I usually don't read poetry." Then he will take my book home, and he will. Thank you.